नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी को हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर। आई वेलकम यू ऑल टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। माई सेल्फ मनोज कुमार in front of you to discuss today's Hindu newspaper dated October 20. Before we go on to see what's in the news, there's a quick rapid round quiz to test your understanding and your awareness about current affairs, which will be helpful for various exams. The first question is, the India receives maximum rainfall from which monsoon? Option A southwest monsoon, option B northeast monsoon. Answer is southwest monsoon. Next, out of southwest and northeast monsoon, which comes first? It is southwest monsoon. And we all know the Gaza war is going, the Israel attack on Gaza is going on. Statement: Gaza is a landlocked territory. True or false? False. Gaza shares border with Mediterranean Sea, but it is controlled by Israel. So, so it is not a landlocked land, Gaza. So next question: Sinai Peninsula is controlled by whom? It is controlled by Egypt. It shares border with Mediterranean Sea to the north and Red Sea to the south. Next question: Where is the headquarter of UN Relief Works Agency for Palestine refugees? My question once again: Where is the headquarters of UN Relief Works Agency for Palestine refugees? It is Amman, which is the capital city of Jordan. In which state, in recent times, there is a glacial lake outburst, washing up a dam and killing many? The answer is Sikkim. In which state Brakra Nangal Dam was located? It is Himachal Pradesh. Which state recently conducted caste census survey? It is Bihar. 15th Finance Commission gave which criteria more weightage for distribution of revenue among states? The answer is income distance. Which Asian country in recent times is repeatedly hit by earthquakes? The answer is Afghanistan. How many teams are playing in the current ICC Men's World Cup? Answer is 10. So thank you all for participating in the patient listening of the quiz questions. Now we move on to discussion of the newspaper. Over 2 million trapped in Gaza as attacks continue. It is a human rights violation, targeting of civilians, and they have the even 20 lakh population Gaza. They are the news articles tells that people are eating just one time in a day and drinking the contaminated water to just survive. Here we have another news article: Southwest monsoon withdraws from India. Just few days before, we read an article that nearly 60% of India's agriculture is rain fed. If there is any shortage in rain, that 60% of agriculture will be severely affected. Our dairy sector, our cows, they will take out for grazing. If there is no rain, there is no grass to, their milk production will come down. There will be milk shortage. Here we have another news article. No plans to go slow on hydel power. We all know that we made ambitious aims to shift towards renewable energy. What is renewable energy? That is which does not get exhausted after using. Suppose we use 1 liter petrol, after 1 hour there will be no petrol after using up. But the solar energy, wind energy, they are continuous supply, even water too, but the water is, we can say, some limited quantity, because we often face the shortage of water during summer, and there is a demand for water for agriculture, industries, electricity, different uses. So here the our union power minister was stating that, so, and in the earlier times we don't have warning system. Suppose the warning system will automatically predict, yes, in the upstream 50 kilometer, 100 kilometer above, the rainfall is very severe, the dam is going to get filled, if that flow is going to come. So before that water comes in, the dams automatically gets open, the dam gates, so sending the water. If the all water comes at sudden, the dam, there will be collapse of gates or flooding, overflowing the dam. So we have seen the Kerala situation floods. The opening of 8 dams at a time led to the worsening of 2018 Kerala floods. So the hydropower advantage is that we can generate as we need. Suppose in the night our electrical demand is more, we every home needs electricity, but at that time we don't have solar energy. So at that time we can ramp up the hydropower, we can use. When the demand is low, we can stop. That is the biggest advantage of hydropower. Here let's, here there is a yes bank advertisement. There is Iris Bank app. So it may be useful for banking aspirants to take note of. Suppose they may ask, this app is developed belongs to which, developed by which bank? Land acquisition belongs to which list? State list, union list, concurrent list. Actually, land belongs to state list, but land acquisition belongs to concurrent list. So both the parliament and state have the power to make laws over it. Here there is an article of the Delhi chief minister talking of providing social security to gig workers. Who are gig workers? Those who work on for temporary basis or based on the work they do, the task they do. If there's nothing important, we can simply ignore this article. But here we have an article, filing shadow or move to register migrant workers in Kerala's Ernakulam district. We all know that there are around 30 lakh migrant people in Kerala. Means they are making livelihood. As Kerala people go to Gulf for employment, there is a shortage of labor force in Kerala, which is filled by the people from other states. Our Constitution of India clearly specifies to every citizen of India the right to reside in any part of the country, to travel freely. So we have the every right. A Keralite can go to Assam and work there. A person from Assam can come to Kerala and settle there. He can set up business, he can make a living, he can build his home Our country, our constitution gave us that rights, but here the question of the protection of vulnerable communities is a part of our syllabus. So the migrant workers are already targeted for anything that goes wrong. So here the question is the taking of the data or collecting the details will let the police know what is means it will give some kind of advantage to the police which can be misused against them, though the intention may be right but the end result may go wrong. So here there should be a data protection is required. Here also there is nothing much important. Advertisement, just advertisements. You can ignore these articles and all, but here there's a good editorials today. The shape of climate justice. What is climate justice? Today, the global warming is not because of India or China or African countries. It is because of the Western countries like China, sorry, like America and European countries, which have the industrial revolution happening in there since 200 years. They have generated enormous amount of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into this atmosphere, which is increasing the global temperatures year by year. But we did not do anything wrong, or we are not the cause of global warming. But today we are at the loss. We are facing the problems of the climate change. Here, the rich countries must be made to pay, like how the growing the climate effect will increase inequality, and there's a talk of India's nationally determined contributions that that we have made a plan that 40% of our power generation will be clean, will be from clean energy, and we also made a pledge to achieve net zero by 2070. Here it becomes very important because in some of the exams they will ask by which year India plans to achieve net zero emissions. It is 2070, and here the article contains crucial details like coal was the major contributor to total energy supply. Like this statement can be, so coal is very critical to us. In spite we say that coal is polluting, without coal India can't survive. Followed by crude oil. So industrial sector is the largest consumer of energy. So we know for water agriculture is the largest consumer. This some basic data you need to keep in mind, because the prelim statement may come, this the exact statement may come and ask you whether it is right or wrong. So here there talks of greening federalism. So any policy that we try to achieve, the union government alone can't achieve. It must has to engage the states. So we are talking of shift from coal to renewable energy. So the public sector enterprises like Coal India Limited, like Singarani Collieries, or Eastern Coal Mines, or Naval Lignite Corporation. So the public sector, which provide ample opportunities, decent opportunities, so their jobs may get affected, and those who are directly, indirectly dependent on the coal, the economy, the employment opportunities, they also will be get affected. So there is a need to provide alternate livelihood opportunities for all the people there. At present, the coal mining generates a lot of taxes and mining fees to states like Odisha, Jharkhand, and Chhattisgarh. In future, these states are going to lose these revenues because of the shift to green energy. So there is a need to support these states to face the upcoming policy changes. Here, an opportunity to recast India's food system. We have celebrated World Food Day on October 16 with the theme, I think, Water for Life, Water for Food. So, as per the 2023 Soil Health Survey, almost half the cultivable land in India has become deficient in organic carbon. So the statement what is organic carbon becomes very important because in every year a minimum of 3 to 4 questions are being asked which are related to carbon. So the condition of the groundwater depletion shows that we can know it from the data that 75% of the groundwater are overexploited in Punjab, so which will affect the agriculture sector. Here it's talking of farm to fork value, national mission on natural farming, or promoting the farming. Or he also talks of some agri-tech companies like Bihat, Ninja Cart, which are acting as farmer to buyer linkages. As we have in the syllabus also too, the farm agricultural marketing challenges, upward and backward linkages. Here there is a very good article. Are southern states being punished for their success? Actually, the southern states like Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala have been able to successfully implement the population control policies. So like one two child policy at maximum, so that better opportunities can be given to their children. Imagine if there are five children in a family, not all five can be given a better care. Imagine there is only one child in a family, he will be given a better care because the only one person, the resources can be shared. So the complaints that the southern states are getting less money from the center, or in the 2026 where there will be delimitation exercise based on population. At present, the Uttar Pradesh has 80 MP seats. Maybe after delimitation, it may cross 100 seats. So that 2 3 states of North India have greater political voice than the whole of South India. This is a cause of concern raised by some of the politicians from southern India. And it also says that he brings a very beautiful that he also mentions of FRBM Act, means according to it, fiscal responsibility and budget management. States cannot borrow beyond the limit without permission from center. Or some inbuilt mechanism is there to prevent states from going bankrupt. So here around 1.5 lakh crore was deposited back because if government central government gives you some money to a state to implement some scheme, imagine 10,000 crores. If 10,000 crores is not spent, the money will go back to the center before by the deadline by March 31st. So 1.5 lakh crore as the unspent cash balance. So these poor states when given money, don't know how to spend this money. See, this is a bad condition. They build schools, can't they build uh, hospitals? This is being asked by the author. So The delimitation is said to happen, but there is no formula of the representation in Rajya Sabha of states. So the author talks of, at least in Rajya Sabha, there must not be any change in composition, or even if the delimitation is going to happen, there is an, I think it's not possible to consider 1971 census, but he talks of it. But anyway, it is a very good article. I request you all, please go through it. The Israel Palestine conflict on the mainstream media. Today, we know the media plays a very important role, especially in democracy, especially in a free society where the information flows. So, if there is no neutral media, they tend to portray either pro government or anti government. So in the present Israel crisis also, war also, there are some certain channels which are supporting the Israeli side. They are not bothered about the pain that being faced by the Gaza people, Palestinian people. So it's all talks of that. Here there is a mission by NASA to reach Psyche asteroid. It may take 13.3.6 billion kilometer. So it will be better if you know what is Psyche mission. See, why are earthquakes frequent in Afghanistan? It's better that we should better read from NCERT what is hypocenter, what is epicenter, what causes earthquake, what are the effects of earthquake. Even earthquakes forms part of disaster management. Here, this is also not related to syllabus, but it talks of the impact of movies on the youth, the negative impact that is happening, the violent attitude rising among the youth of the country. So, whatever that is shown on the screen, like be it of drinking, be it smoking, it is taken upon the youth and the children as a fashion. This is negatively affecting. This is being talked, and even Modi reiterates support for Palestinian statehood. Yes, it has been a long-standing policy of India of sovereign Palestine state, two-state policy. Here we know that the Punjab governor withholds approval for money bill. Actually, we all know that money bill for money bill, the neither governor nor president has any power to withhold a bill, which is a money bill. Money bill means it can be introduced only in the upper house, or in the case of state, the legislative assembly. And the second house, either Rajya Sabha or legislative council, they don't have any kind of amending power. They can only give suggestions for a 15-day time limit. Beyond that, if they don't pass, it's deemed to have been passed. So, what is a money bill? I request you all, if you please read more. Here, the ICMR used a drone to deliver drugs across Himalayan terrain. We all know that the Himalayan terrain poses a unique challenges where the transport is difficult, narrow roads, the people living in scattered areas. The use of drones to deliver medicine is a good thing. So, how the advance of science and technology can help us. The cyber crime cracks down on CBI cracks down on cyber enabled crime syndicates in 11 states. It is based on the complaints received from Microsoft, Amazon, the Finance Intelligence Unit. So, Finance Intelligence Unit works under whom? It will be better if you know it. It comes under, I think, Ministry of Finance. China building its nuclear arsenal faster than its previous estimates. I think the nuclear proliferation is a cause of concern. We have seen the destruction caused by the Hiroshima and Nagasaki by atom bombs. If there is ever use of a nuclear weapon, I think there will be a ripple effect across the region. The cause of it will be a huge loss. So it is a cause of concern. The China expanding its nuclear arsenal, and the U.S. Venezuela agreed to restore relations. We all know that the Venezuela in recent times has suffered a severe economic recession. The inflation means the so bad that we have to give a bundle of money to get a small loaf of bread. There, we all know that 1 rupee value, we get one chocolate, 10 rupee, we get something, 100 rupee. So their money, their value has gone down to such a level that in Venezuela, they started in 1 lakh, 1 crore notes they're publishing with values. That money has lost value in Venezuela, but now they're recovering from that economic downturn. It has been due to that condition, due to the affection affected by American sanctions, as it is an oil exporting country. This I conclude the today's news. Thank you all for watching, for your patient watching. Thank you, one and all.